Hi guys, back again with me, Austin from A Boy at Heart. Today I'm going to share to you my experience on Marvel Infinite Series 3/4 inch or 4-inch scale figure, depending on your preference. It is the Raccoon figure by Hasbro. Alright, this video will be short because we have less things to cover. Otherwise, if you like the theme, I mean, this is one of my favorite theme in the Marvel universe. So, yeah. Anyway, this guy was actually okay. I was going to complain, at the beginning of this video, but then I realized that he was actually also released as part of this, this guy, Star-Lord and Drax in a 3-pack set. Okay, and why I was going to start to complain was because of the lack of articulation in this figure. This figure is pretty much a statue, really. But then it was released because I got him as part of the single carded Marvel Infinite series, which by the way I don't have the packaging with me right now. I kind of throw it away. Yeah, but then I was kind of questioning why they release it as part of a single card figure. I mean, with such an arrangement, without the articulations, with the lack of articulation, and the price was not even that cheap. At least in my case. But anyway, because it was released first as part of the 3-pack figure set, so I kind of understand that. And anyway, it mimics the 6-inch version line as well. And then this appearance of him, Rocket Raccoon, is based on the comic version. Of course, I believe it's the same era with this Star-Lord because of the similarity of their uniform, the red stripes, and I think it's called the Battle Kree uniform, or sorry, Kree Battle Suit uniform or something like that. All right, of course they have released They have re-released this guy in a slightly different paint app with a slightly lighter blue and then the white stripes all over their body, with the new Groot. Not well, it's not new now, but I mean, at that time they haven't released the in scale 4-inch line Groot yet. Okay, hopefully next time I can share it to you guys. But anyway, let's take a closer look of this guy, shall we? Alright, now before I cover him, I'll show you this. He came with a baby Groot. Of course, this is the comic version. I can see that appearance, Looks like a skull actually. It doesn't look like Groot, but you'll realize that this is really based on the comic version of Groot. It's not very cute, I'd say, and the other way to see that, to look at it, is that you can see the 6-inch line mature Groot, the comic version, and you'll see the similarities of the appearance. Alright, this. Maybe next time I'll show you. Okay. Anyway, it is a statue. Feels a bit rubbery, but it is attached there. A bit of green part there. Look at that. Ooh. Anyway, yeah. This is part of his ability. Whenever his body was kind of destroyed, and then they just put him back into a pot because it's a plant basically, so he can regenerate himself. And one day became strong again, which is cool. I think Yeah, this one came with a pot, nothing much. Alright, I think it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, the face, I think, well, it's not easy to create something this small, really. Kind of understand that. So yeah, right. So that's about it with Groot. Little Groot, a baby Groot. Not really cute as a baby, huh? Now this is Rocket. Again, this is based on the comic version, so yeah. Well, sculpt wise, it's not bad actually. See, all the paints are very neat. The eyes is kind of off a little bit, but it's very small. I'm not going to play with it, touch it, but otherwise it's a very nice touch on the paint, right? Very neat. See this detailings. It's very small, by the way. And then yeah, see nice wrinkles always. Nice tails, I like that. You know, nice detail on the tails. All right. And then the uniform, the belt is molded as well. This one is closed fist. This one is kind of a pointing finger or trigger finger at the same time. Wrinkle on the pants, and you can somewhat see the detailing on the fur. So it gives you the illusion that it's a very full, what do you call it, furry creatures. Anyway, but that's about it with him. Okay, with the scalp, and then now the articulation. Here's a half statue. The only articulations that you got is first his head. It is on a ball joint, so you can kind of. It's very tight, by the way. A bit downward, a bit. Oh, not bad. Not bad actually. Upward, maybe side to side. Let me try. Yes, a little bit. And you can kind of turn it around 360. Wow, it's very tight somehow. Right, and the next articulation is here on the tail. Is also on the, I think, ball joint. See the gap there. You can see the gap. You can turn it away, turn it around, so you can adjust. Because this helps with standing him up. Sorry about that. It helps to stand him up. Depending on your preference, you can adjust the position of the tail. But other than those, no articulation. Okay, this is all sculpted. You cannot turn the fist, the palm. You cannot turn this part. No articulation on the arms. Whereas the 6-inch version, at least they have ball hinge at the arms, ball hinge joint. Which is kind of sad to me. And I was going to start complaining, in the beginning of the video. I mean, this was released, I think, around, as a single card was around maybe 2015 to 16, maybe, and then it was released as part of the 3 packs, 2011, around that. Then, I kind of think, find an excuse. Oh, maybe it's because this figure is very small, right? It's not easy to create ball hinge joints on the arms like this. But hey, and then I remember part of my collection. I'll just show some to you. This is Wicked from Star Wars Vintage Collection line, which I'm going to share to you someday as well. See the height are actually pretty similar. Maybe Wicked is a bit taller, but somehow Hasbro or Canon maybe at that time still managed to give at least, see, this amount of articulation on ankles, the legs, and at least the arms. They are still able to give him, it's not very visible I guess, a ball hinge joint. See, that's a ball hinge joint on his armpit. Right. Alright, I'll give you another example of the Star Wars line. Most of the Ewoks are small like this. Okay? Next time I'll share it to you in more details, but that's one example. And then this is Okay, this is Master Yoda from the Clone Wars, Star Wars Clone Wars, which look more cartoony, but you can see their height are very much similar. See, they're about the same height, right? The same height. Then this one also, they gave him a swivel down there, right? The ankle rotation, kind of a ball joint there actually, but most importantly is the ball hinge joint on the arm. See, it's very visible. It's a ball hinge joint, and of course they have articulation on the ankle as well. Now we could also have it, has it. Now my point is, you know, it's not impossible to do that. You know, at least, you know, if they are nice enough, I'm okay with this. You know, to be a statue, it can be troublesome to stand sometimes. You know, with the additional. I mean, it gives you this. This are a great sculpt on the pants. You know, with all the wrinkles. But at least, you know, if they someday they try to release another Rocket Raccoon, because we have seen the movie version Star-Lord in the market now, I believe, and on this scale, 4-inch scale. Who knows they will complete, or who knows whether they will complete the whole team someday, especially with the movie nearing, the second movie, which are going to be released this year. Now, at least, you know, if they can do ball hinge joint on both arms, or probably another articulation is rotation on, you know, on this, maybe on this, at least the trigger fingers, you know, rotation on the trigger fingers, trigger hands, or trigger palms here on the gloves normally. I'll be more than happy, you know. I'll be more than happy. I'll be even happier if they have both open hands, you know, so you can give him both guns, you know, like in the normal in the comics. Yeah, but you know, so that's kind of my complaint to this. Oh, anyway, the details is the same with Star-Lord here. The detail is on the belt, but that's, yeah. I wish you know they can at least do that. You know, ball hinge on. All right, maybe one of the arm, on the right arms. I'll be more than happy, so that we can have a more dynamic positioning of his shooting position. Because otherwise, in this uh, position, you don't really have much option. You know, this is the pretty much shooting option that you can do. You know, just like that. But with, you know, with articulation on the arms, that you can do more. It impacts a lot actually. It gives a lot of impact. Sorry, to the figure. All right. But other, I mean, at least for now, you know, this is what we have. This is what we can. Of course, you can always modify, customize if you want to, if you are good enough. I don't have the time and resource to do that. Yeah, kind of, yeah, a bit of a letdown, you know. Anyway, okay, that's a bit of, you know, input, criticism, or whatever you want to call it. But in a, I have it is being received or perceived in a positive way, because if you're able to do this, and why not do it with this one? I mean, I'm willing to pay more if they really release, you know, something articulated, more articulated, instead of like this, right? He also came with a gun, very huge rival, which he can hold, nicely painted, metallic. Yeah, so not so bad. The detail is there. The sculpt is awesome, right? A bit of bayonet there, very what do you call it, sturdy as well. It's not rubbery. I prefer that way. Okay, the trigger hole is actually there, but the finger won't come in. The finger positioning is more like a pointing finger. Otherwise, sorry, but anyway, he still can wield the gun, the big gun like this. It's not the tightest fit, but it's not loose in any mean, by any means. Okay, see, If only we can have the swivel arms on the right here, then we can have more dynamic position instead of just like this. It's very limiting to me, the shooting position that he can do, which is kind of weird. Why would he want to do this? uh, Maybe, yeah. Anyway, the shooting position, right? Maybe on top of grid, right? Yes, which I'm going to share to you in the next videos, I guess. So yeah, all right. See, it's not very tight, but that's just good enough, because the trigger finger won't I think you can kind of force it. It's very rubbery. Let me try now. I haven't tried it to put the trigger finger in. Alright, so you can actually, but not the best, I guess. Yeah, you can somehow, but I'm not going to force it. Anyway, yeah, that's about it with Rocket. Nothing much really, right? Rocket. Like I said, that's his best friend, very small compared to him. Let me try to scale him up. It's very small actually. Alright, okay. He's he's less than 2 inch tall. He's probably around, let me see. That's 1.5, 1.75, 75 maybe. So around 1.9 or 1.8 something, inches tall, which is very small actually. Yes. To the top of his head, right? Okay, around that, right there. That's more than 1.75 for sure. So maybe 1.8, 1.9 something. Right. Then compare him to his to the other figure. Oops. You should adjust the tails to make him stand. We'll do Gamora after this. Anyway, this lady that pull, she's very short. Okay, kind of zoom up a little bit. Lady that pull. This current Iron Man, very small. Star Wars. Very small. G.I. Joe. Alright. And then his teammates. Let me try what I can do with this. Alright. Okay, Drax. And Star-Lord. Alright. So like I said, I'll complete the the teammates of this guys. At least the movie teammates, because in the comic they have more. They have Adam Warlock. They have Nova, maybe Nova, yeah, depending. Right, I'll do Gamora after this. Anyway, yeah, hopefully they'll improve this character, because he's very important part of this team, along with Groot. And then especially with the it's 2017, surely they can do something better, right? Although it's very small, hopefully, fingers crossed. Thanks guys for watching. I'm Austin from Boy Heart. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Goodbye.